Hey everybody, so we're just out here on a backcountry road, kind of kicking along on the quad, and we're just enjoying ourselves because I don't have any work lined up right now, so I'm going to take a ride and relax. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I hope the weather's treating you good. It's not too bad here in central Iowa right now. Gets a little humid in the afternoons. I mean, what do you expect? You know, you got all these crops. When you live around the crops, it tends to be humid. But other than that, not bad. So I got a few games still to give away on X. So stay tuned for those. I got some Steam codes, so we'll be giving those away. My KX250X, I finally put enough hours on it, so I need to do the break-in oil change on that, the break-in service. So I gotta order up the parts to do that, so I can get that done. Ultimately, I still need to sell that thing though, because I just need to buy. I need to sell it, pay off the bank, and buy a KLX 300 or something like that. Something with long service intervals, something that's street legal, but yet back road and trail worthy. And I think a KLX 300 is probably the right bike to do that. I mean, granted, I would love Yamaha WR250R. That is the ultimate dual sport to me. I don't need something that goes 80, 90 miles an hour, but the WR250R, which for some reason in Yamaha's ultimate wisdom, they decided to no longer make. They stopped making it in 2020. Come on, Yamaha, that was dumb. That bike was perfect. It's got a engine valve service interval of like 28,000 miles, and that service is just a valve check. So yeah, you know how long it takes to put 28,000 miles on a dual sport? For me, I don't think I ever get there. Figure you change the oil on that thing every 2,500 miles, which I think is like half what the service interval calls for, and that thing would be golden. You ride that thing forever. It's hard to find used ones. People don't let them go, and when they do show up, they're still like $5-6 grand sometimes. So, and if you find one for less, it's because somebody stunted it, and I'm sorry, I don't want one that's been stunted. Even though the motor is probably still bulletproof, I just don't want a bike that's been stunted. I don't know what they've done to it. I don't want to take the risk. So hopefully if we sell the Ducati, well, when we sell the Ducati, let's be positive here. We're going to sell it at some point. We'll take a chunk of that, and maybe we'll look for an old WR250R, and if I have to drive a couple hundred miles to pick it up, I will, because it'll be worth it. And then we'll buy another quad like this one for the wife, so that my son can have one with power steering, she can have one with power steering, I can ride the little TRX 250, because that thing's a blast to ride. Little sport quad, but even that, anybody can ride that thing. It's an automatic. I mean, you have to shift it. It's a 4 or 5 speed, I can't remember, but it's clutchless, so anybody can ride it. It's fun to ride though, and for trail riding it'd be fine, especially if you've got 2 of these. Getting in any trouble, you just need a winch on one of them to pull the other guys out, and then have myself a dual sport to do some backcountry riding. Yeah. That's what we plan on doing. All right, so I'm gonna continue my backcountry ride, and if anything interesting happens, I'll turn the camera back on. But other than that, have a good one. We'll catch you all later. Bye. Got some nice properties out here. That's a really nice one right there. Got a lot of land. Probably, you know, they own all these cornfields around here, most likely. A nice pond behind it. Yeah. Very nice. Car coming up, blow some dust all over me. That's not so nice, but you know, it is what it is. Ooh, a nice property right there. Nice big lake in the front. Lots of corn. A lot of corn. And soybeans. See a nice little ranch style home right there. That's nice. It's pretty much all you need. Nice little ranchette. That's all I want. Single story. Nice and simple. These are where the transplants live. And by transplants, I mean like people from California and stuff. They're gonna move to the Midwest and live a country life. Yeah, they work for Amazon or Microsoft or Wells Fargo. They all have big campuses here, so they move in with the big companies, bring their cushy salary with them from the West Coast. Then they come here and live on the high hog. Developers here come in, buy up the land, start building really expensive houses and driving the local people out of affordability. I think I've gone over that before. It is what it is. I hate it. I hate it with a passion, but I can't do anything about it. It is what it is. They're going to move in, they're going to drive the prices up, and they're going to drive the locals out of affordability. What can I say? That's why you have to move further away from places like Des Moines. Instead of being 30 miles outside of Des Moines, you need to be 50 miles outside of Des Moines, because these people don't want to drive 50 miles to work if they don't have to. But sooner or later, they'll start to encroach all those other small towns too. Adel is growing, which isn't very far from where I live. And there's a lot of people in Adel that you know are transplants. They're living in tract homes and stuff now. And as you head a little bit north of Adel, you've got a lot of new homes out there. Big homes. So... and all those people work in West Des Moines. But as AI kicks in, I think a lot of those people are going to start losing their jobs because they're not going to be needed. So then what are they going to do? That's enough of that. I'm going to take my ride and have a good time. Catch you guys all later. Bye.